Day 1 after the accident. Embracing Frame, a journey of self awareness, culture, and authenticity. Page 1 Introduction. At the heart of human interaction lies a subtle, often unspoken, force, the desire to maintain what we call frame, the sense of control over how we are perceived by others. This idea of losing frame doesn't come from weakness but from a natural and shared human impulse to align with social and cultural expectations. However, rather than seeing this as a source of anxiety, it can be understood as part of a larger journey towards self awareness and balance. For a 30-year-old Indian doctor, deeply shaped by the values of family, tradition, and professional commitment, the concept of frame is not just about individual identity but also about fulfilling roles that have long been part of their cultural and social heritage. In every interaction, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, there is a natural need to present oneself in ways that resonate with respect, competence, and dignity. Yet, this need doesn't have to be a burden, it can be a guiding principle toward balance and growth. This book explores how we can redefine our relationship with frame, not as something to be feared or held on to rigidly, but as something fluid, adaptable, and deeply connected to our true selves. By understanding the psychological, cultural, and emotional layers of frame, we can embrace its presence in our lives with ease, finding strength not in controlling it, but in flowing with it. Yojakchin Yojakchin Yojakchin. Understanding the concept of frame. At its core, the concept of frame is about how we present ourselves to the world, the version of ourselves that we want others to see and respond to. It's a blend of our social identity, professional persona, and personal integrity. Maintaining frame is not inherently a burden, it is a natural part of navigating complex social environments. For many, it becomes a way to establish boundaries, build trust, and manage expectations in personal and professional relationships. For a 30-year-old doctor in a high-pressure medical environment, the idea of maintaining frame is deeply tied to both competence and care. Frame is about creating trust. Patients need to believe in your knowledge and skill, colleagues need to rely on your stability, and family members need to feel that you are a source of pride. These are not heavy burdens but simply facts of life, part of what it means to move through a world that relies on shared perceptions and roles. However, as you move deeper into your career, the evolution of your frame requires reflection. The real power lies in understanding that losing frame doesn't mean losing control. It means becoming comfortable with the reality that your identity is multifaceted. Being a good doctor, a reliable friend, or a responsible family member is not compromised by moments of openness or shifts in perception. Rather, it is a sign of adaptability, a skill that allows you to navigate life with grace. This book will guide you toward embracing that adaptability, making peace with moments where your frame shifts, and understanding that authenticity and professional competence can coexist harmoniously. Yojakchin Yojakchin Yojakchin. The psychology behind frame and its role in identity. To truly understand the fear of losing frame, it's important to first explore what frame represents on a psychological level. In essence, frame is the mental structure or self-image that individuals construct over time, based on their experiences, values, and social roles. It is a way of presenting oneself to the world, a lens through which we project stability and control. Maintaining frame is not inherently negative, it's a natural part of how we interact with others and uphold our sense of self in various situations. From an early age, we learn that certain behaviors, expressions, and attitudes are more acceptable than others, depending on our surroundings. Family, culture, and society teach us what is valued and what is not. Over time, this forms the basis of our frame, the outer presentation of ourselves that aligns with external expectations. For many, especially in professional settings like medicine, maintaining frame is not just about reputation, but also about creating an atmosphere of trust and reliability. However, the desire to maintain this frame can sometimes create tension. The frame becomes a shield, guarding us from showing parts of ourselves that may be perceived as vulnerable or imperfect. Yet, it's crucial to recognize that this is a common, human experience. There is no need for conflict within this reality, just an awareness that, while maintaining frame as useful, it should not prevent us from growing or expressing authenticity. This book will take an easy and insightful journey through how the frame shapes our daily lives and how, with gentle awareness, we can move toward balance, accepting both the value of frame and the importance of personal authenticity. The role of cultural expectations in shaping frame. Growing up in a culturally conservative environment, particularly in India, provides a clear framework for understanding societal roles. These roles, while creating structure, can also cultivate the deep desire to maintain control over how one is perceived. It's important, however, to recognize that this desire for control isn't inherently negative. In fact, it can be seen as a natural byproduct of belonging to a community that values tradition, family honor, and social harmony. Cultural expectations often come from a place of care, with the intention to ensure a stable and respected position within society. However, the challenge arises when these expectations become rigid, making individuals feel that they must suppress their personal experiences or emotions to align with an idealized version of who they are supposed to be. This isn't about victimhood but about understanding the dynamics at play, balancing personal growth with the broader cultural tapestry we exist within. For the 30-year-old Indian doctor, navigating these cultural frameworks requires both self-awareness and acceptance. It's not about rejecting cultural norms but about understanding how they shape our interactions with the world. The fear of losing frame often stems from the desire to meet these cultural standards perfectly. But once you begin to accept that these standards, while important, do not have to be met with perfection, the fear begins to ease. It's about moving from rigid adherence to thoughtful, authentic engagement with the values you choose to carry forward. The balance between control and authenticity. To understand the fear of losing frame, we need to explore the balance between control and authenticity. In many ways, the drive to maintain control over how we are perceived by others is natural. It is part of our social conditioning. From an early age, we learn that certain behaviors earn us praise, while others lead to disapproval. Over time, these responses shape our understanding of ourselves and our place in society. For a doctor, the need for control becomes more than just a social instinct. In the medical field, where precision and professionalism are non-negotiable, control is essential for performing well under pressure. Yet, even in such high-stakes environments, authenticity doesn't have to be sacrificed. This is where a nuanced understanding of balance comes into play. It is possible to maintain professional competence while being true to yourself. Research into self-determination theory suggests that when individuals feel both autonomous, able to express their true selves, and competent, able to meet their professional demands, they achieve a state of well-being. The key here is understanding that control and authenticity are not mutually exclusive. You can maintain control in your professional life without losing touch with who you are at your core. Acceptance comes from realizing that the fear of losing frame is simply a reflection of the natural desire to balance these two elements. With awareness and practice, it's possible to release the rigidity around control and embrace authenticity in a way that strengthens, rather than undermines, your professional and personal presence. Yojakchin, Yojakchin, Yojakchin. Embracing the fear of losing frame. As we delve deeper into understanding the fear of losing frame, it's important to shift from a mindset of resistance to one of acceptance. The fear itself is not an enemy, it is a natural response to the world we have grown up in, a world where identity is shaped by experiences, relationships, and societal expectations. But what if we stop seeing this fear as something to fight against? What if, instead, we recognized it as an essential part of our emotional landscape, guiding us toward deeper understanding and growth? Psychological research shows that self-awareness and acceptance are key elements in emotional well-being. When we stop trying to avoid or suppress our fears, we give ourselves the space to observe them without judgment. This is the first step toward managing the fear of losing frame, not by defeating it, but by accepting its presence. Acceptance creates a buffer between ourselves and our emotional reactions, allowing us to pause, reflect, and respond with intention. In professional and personal settings, embracing this fear can lead to greater authenticity. As a doctor, acknowledging moments of vulnerability doesn't weaken your professional identity, it strengthens it. By accepting that moments of uncertainty, emotional strain, or confusion are part of the human experience, you cultivate a more grounded, resilient approach to life. This acceptance isn't about surrendering control, it's about creating a space where you don't always need to have it. Through this lens, the fear of losing frame becomes a teacher, guiding you toward balance and clarity. Yojakchin, Yojakchin, Yojakchin. Embracing the fear is part of growth. The fear of losing frame, when viewed from a place of awareness, isn't something to be fought against or eliminated. It is, in fact, a natural part of the human experience, especially for those in roles that involve responsibility, public perception, and high expectations. Instead of resisting this fear, we can begin to see it as an important signal, one that invites us to reflect on our internal state and our external behavior. Research in self-determination theory highlights that much of our anxiety around losing frame stems from the tension between autonomy and relatedness, two core psychological needs. The need for autonomy drives our desire to be authentic, to express ourselves freely and without constraint. On the other hand, the need for relatedness pulls us toward maintaining strong connections with others, often by meeting societal or familial expectations. However, this tension doesn't have to result in conflict. It's possible to balance both needs, allowing ourselves the freedom to express vulnerability while still maintaining meaningful relationships. Mindfulness-based practices have shown that when we approach our fears with curiosity rather than judgment, we reduce their emotional charge. Accepting that the fear of losing frame is part of our psychological makeup enables us to navigate it with grace. In professional settings, especially for doctors, this acceptance allows for a more grounded presence. It creates space to acknowledge that one can be both competent and human, successful and vulnerable. This balance, cultivated through self-awareness, helps us break the rigid hold of perfectionism and invites a more fluid, authentic engagement with both work and personal life. Yojakchin, Yojakchin, Yojakchin. The balance between control and vulnerability. It's important to recognize that the fear of losing frame isn't a flaw or weakness, it's a natural human response. From a psychological perspective, maintaining a sense of control over how we are perceived is part of our survival instinct. But this control doesn't have to be rigid. In fact, learning to flexibly manage your frame can lead to more fulfilling personal and professional relationships. The key lies in balance. Many of us have grown up with the idea that maintaining control is essential, particularly in professional environments like medicine, where being seen as competent and confident is crucial. But control doesn't mean denying or suppressing your authentic self. Vulnerability, when expressed with intention, can actually strengthen your frame rather than weaken it. Studies in emotional intelligence suggest that people who are comfortable with their emotions, who know when and how to express them, are often perceived as more genuine and trustworthy. In a professional setting, for example, a doctor who openly acknowledges the challenges they face can build deeper connections with both patients and colleagues. This doesn't mean exposing all your insecurities, it means knowing when to show measured vulnerability in a way that enriches relationships and fosters respect. The balance between control and vulnerability is not about choosing one over the other. It's about integrating both, with an acceptance that showing humanity, at the right moments, can strengthen your presence. Understanding role expectations and emotional detachment. In the medical profession, especially in India, the expectation to maintain a professional frame is not just common, it's almost a given. But as we dive deeper into understanding why this fear of losing frame exists, we realize it isn't about suppression or avoidance. It's about responding to the natural demands of the environment. This isn't a narrative of oppression, but of self awareness, knowing when to project strength and when to allow yourself the grace of vulnerability. As a doctor, you've been trained to handle crises, solve problems, and remain calm under pressure. This external projection of competence isn't wrong, it's necessary. But alongside this, there is room for emotional balance. The fear of losing frame, often seen as a barrier, can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. Instead of viewing emotional control as a burden, see it as a skill, one that can be used wisely in the right circumstances. The key here is to accept that your role requires you to maintain a certain level of composure and professionalism. But that doesn't mean disconnecting from your emotions or suppressing them indefinitely. It means knowing when to step into that frame of composure and when to step out of it consciously and with ease. Acceptance doesn't mean avoidance of emotional expression, it means owning the times when you need to maintain your frame and recognizing when it's safe and productive to let it slip, allowing for deeper, more authentic connections. Yojakchin, Yojakchin, Yojakchin. Reframing vulnerability is strength. The fear of losing frame often stems from an internalized belief that vulnerability equals weakness. However, a closer examination reveals that vulnerability is not only natural but also a source of profound strength. It's the fear itself that creates a barrier, not the act of being open or vulnerable. When we shift our perspective and embrace vulnerability as a part of our human experience, we allow ourselves to connect more deeply with others and, importantly, with ourselves. Cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) suggests that much of this fear is rooted in automatic thoughts, those immediate reactions that tell us, if I show my true feelings, I will be judged. But these thoughts can be gently challenged. By recognizing that vulnerability actually fosters trust and builds deeper relationships, we can begin to ease into it. In fact, studies in emotional intelligence suggest that people who are more open about their struggles are often perceived as more authentic and trustworthy, qualities that enhance rather than diminish their professional and personal standing. Acceptance doesn't mean abandoning professional boundaries or standards, but it does mean integrating authenticity into your frame. You don't have to choose between vulnerability and competence. You can embody both. The challenge, then, is not to resist vulnerability but to incorporate it into the broader narrative of who you are. It is this acceptance that allows the fear of losing frame to naturally dissolve, creating space for genuine connection and growth. Yojakchin, Yojakchin, Yojakchin. The power of awareness and acceptance. One of the most profound realizations in life is the understanding that we can acknowledge our fears without being controlled by them.